The 8 men who are survivors of the syphilis study at Tuskegee are a living link to a time not so very long ago that many Americans would prefer not to remember, but we dare not forget. It was a time when our nation failed to live up to its ideals, when our nation broke the trust with our people that is the very foundation of our democracy. It is not only in remembering that shameful past that we can make amends and repair our nation, but it is in remembering that past that we can build a better present and a better future. And without remembering it, we cannot make amends and we cannot go forward. So today, America does remember the hundreds of men used in research without their knowledge and consent. We remember them and their family members. Men who were poor and African American, without resources and with few alternatives. They believed they had found hope when they were offered free medical care by the United States Public Health Service. They were betrayed. Medical people are supposed to help when we need care. But even once a cure was discovered, they were denied help, and they were lied to by their government. Our government is supposed to protect the rights of its citizens. Their rights were trampled upon. 40 years, hundreds of men betrayed, along with their wives and children, along with a community in Macon County, Alabama, the city of Tuskegee, the fine university there, and the larger African American community. The United States government did something that was wrong, deeply, profoundly, morally wrong. It was an outrage to our commitment to integrity and equality for all our citizens. To the survivors, to the wives and family members, the children and the grandchildren, I say what you know. No power on earth can give you back the lives lost, the pain suffered, the years of internal torment and anguish. What was done cannot be undone, but we can end the silence. We can stop turning our heads away. We can look at you in the eye and finally say, on behalf of the American people, what the United States government did was shameful, and I am sorry.
Test them first, of course. Give them Wassermans to make sure. I'll take that, Doctor.
That in itself would be a huge undertaking.
Great pains for great rewards, right?
You don't intend on telling them they have syphilis, do you?
Well, if they have it, we'll have to tell them something, won't we?
Well, maybe we better not use a word they never heard before. That'll just scare them off, Doctor.
So what are we supposed to tell them?
Well, just tell them that there's something the matter with their blood. You don't have to say exactly. They all know about bad blood.
She's right.
That's what they call anything that's the matter with them.
The main thing is we have to make them understand we only want to get them well.
And indeed we do. I do, you do, and the government does.
Bruce.
Oh, yes.
Davis, take the doctors back. Good work.
Your syphilis treatment program was a model.
Thank you.
It's a pity the money dried up.
Not a pity. It's a shame.
I'd call it a crime. But we may have a solution. New study. Which is why we asked you up here. Oh, besides, wanting, of course, to meet you in person.
Would you like a cool drink, Dr. Brodus? Had a long trip. Got some soda in the office here.
Sure, thank you.
Are you aware of the Oslo experiment, Dr. Brodus?
Oslo? No. The Venereal Disease Clinic in Oslo, Norway, published a very interesting report. Now, they examined several hundred men with syphilis. They came up with fascinating data. For example, how many men died with neurological impairment as compared to cardiovascular? Fascinating. Doctor, please appear.
Thank you. Here's the report. Take a look at it yourself. Now, there's an English précis in the back.
Coca-Cola, root beer, orange crush, sarsaparilla.
Whatever. I believe, Dr. Brodus, that we have, make them count, an extraordinary opportunity.
They studied only white people. We believe the Negro people deserve the same chance to be studied.
Studied? No, we need money for treatment.
We can get money for this. The federal government will pick up the whole tab. Not, of course, the 1,400 patients that we've already been treating, but we can study 400 men with syphilis, 200 non-contagious as a control group. No more depending on outsiders.
Root beer all right?
Fine, thank you.
We need your help. We need Tuskegee. And now, you seem skeptical.
No. Maybe a little.
Sam, this is for real.
It's important to know whether the Negro reacts to syphilis the same way as the white man.
Well, suppose that race doesn't make a difference and that the Negro reacts the same to syphilis as the white man.
Well, we'll want to know that too, wouldn't we? This is science after all. We want the truth.
Regardless of race, creed, or color.
Stamping out of disease. That's what this office is dedicated to. For all the people, Dr. Brodus. All of them.
And you want to repeat the Norwegian study, except with the Negro male.
That's right. Now, we have additional
But it
data.
says here, Oslo was done between 1891 and 1910. That means there was no treatment then. These men were untreated. They studied untreated men with syphilis.
Yes, that's right.
No treatment? How could we do that?
The only way to get a pure result.
Uncontaminated by drugs or other medicine. That's the beauty of it.
The beauty of it? The beauty of it. I'm a doctor, for God's sakes, and so are you. Our patients come before anything else.
You think I don't know that, Sam? I've been agonizing over this.
First, do no harm.
We're not talking forever here. 6 months, maybe a year to get the facts, then we let the facts speak for themselves. This study will make medical history. It'll wipe out centuries of ignorance about the mechanism of disease being related to race. If we do this right, I tell you, we will get the money for treatment. Federal money.
Do you really believe that?
Sam, this is more than just an opportunity to keep our project alive. Think of it. We will be federally financed. We'll have momentum. You know what it's like with federal programs. Once they get started, you can't stop them. And you can build Tuskegee into a major research center and finally prove what Negro nurses and doctors are capable of. Now, think of what good you could do with a program like that. We've already run out of medicine. Our patients aren't being treated anyway. This study is the only chance we have.
And the men would be studied the same as at Oslo.
Exactly the same. Periodic examinations, x-rays, blood work. We do a spinal tap to check for neurologic syphilis. We give them the works, the very best we have, but this is the only way the results can be pure.
And what would the study be called?
Exactly what it is. Study of untreated syphilis in the Negro male.
The Tuskegee study of untreated syphilis in the Negro male.
Love y'all. That Willie. He's very good. He really could get to the Cotton Club if he wanted to.
Mm-hmm. That book you give me?
Yeah.
I had them symptoms once. Y'all give me that test to make sure about it.
The Wasserman test?
Mm-hmm. And that test will tell whether you got it or you don't.
That's right.
Do I or don't I?
Caleb, the doctors.
I'm asking you now.
Yeah, you have it. So do the rest of the men. Hotman, Ben, Willie. Actually, most of the men that came in. But syphilis is treatable. There's salvation treatment, there's the mercury drugs.
That'll cure it.
Well, it's not 100%. And there's some side effects, but there's a chance.
What kind of chance?
You're fine, Kate. You really are. And we're gonna make all y'all even finer. There's a whole lot more competitions to win. But, you won't tell them, will you? I mean, what they got. All they know is they got bad blood and we don't want to scare them.
You telling me I got a right to know? Why don't they got a right to know?
Well, I made an exception for you. It was unprofessional of me, but what's done is done. But we don't want to scare the other men.
They ain't children, they colored.
Please, Caleb, the doctors know what they're doing and they think it's for the best.
You think that too?
Of course I do. Yes. Why are you always trying to fluster me? You ain't changed a bit, have you?
All right. I keep my mouth shut. You ain't changed a bit neither.